Hey all, my name is Chris Porto. I'm with Many Worlds Tavern. We are a coffee company that roasts coffee for game nights. And usually we're more into the tabletop board game and RPG and TCG world. But we love video games as well, and Wildermyth is a really interesting one if you're a fan of tabletop games. It's kind of a tactical RPG, and there's lots of branching stories, so I think it fits. I've tried a couple missions of it so far just to test it, but otherwise I'm brand new to it, so you'll be learning along with me. Let's start up a new story. Age of Ulstrix, a 3-chapter story that is geared towards new players. Face off against the implacable Gorgon leader Ulstrix. Let's do it. We're just going to have all the default difficulties. Now let's re-roll. Why not? Flamwin Broadmill. Wenlarob. Ella Fletcher. Cool. Let's try Ella Fletcher. She looks cool. Stats. History. The story of Ella Fletcher. Ella remembered childhood as a perpetual timeout. She could never stay out of scuffles and frequently dueled other rude children with broom handles. When gilded carriages would pass on the road, she would get the yearning, a sight of gold, a whiff of perfume, a thirst for adventure. She couldn't say what she was looking for. She would find it and know. Okay. Let's have Ella be brash, and Wanderlust sounds like that matches. And sounds like she's a dreamer as well. Cool. Daggera, May, Plith, Quail, Drail, Dawn Arrow, Una Gutterville, Barm, Drenell Finling, Cat Ladern, Ona, Thorway Root. Oh man. Is the hardest thing in all of role-playing coming up with names? Because I think it might be Avuna Timber, Tilly Bread, Granada Hughes. Oh man, I'm wasting time here. Okay, we're just gonna click it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nori. That is my mom's name. Except it's with an I. Let's do it. Let's go. Nori Cole. Cool. History. Nori was born at sea. The rhythm of the ship rocked her to sleep. When the wheat was ripe, she would look for a man to share melon juice with, up on old Cherry Dew Mountain. She would smile and speak of gold lions that sleep on distant shores. It seemed to fill her like bread and milk, as if she could subsist on that alone. Nostalgic, flirt, dreamer. Sounds good. Let's do it. Alright, let's make one that looks like me. So in the first playthrough I had of this, just the first few missions, I did come up with a name that I really liked. I randomized it and it was Locker, and I can't remember the other last name, but I came up with the name Locker Keys. I'm all about it. Locker Keys. Egg-shaped head. Face. I think I picked one of these. Yeah, let's do that one. Hairstyle. Bald. Where's bald? Oh, I remember. Bald is like just an ear. I like how that's awesome. And facial hair. Let's do that one. Colors. Skin color. A little bit darker than that. It's very saturated. I don't know. Is that close? Hair color is black all the way. Yeah. Am I more red or am I more orange? I think I'm more orange. You guys tell me. Okay, size. Narrow, wide. Let's go wide. Oh, it's just stretching like this way. Let's do kind of wide, kind of short. Awesome. Or should I just go all the way? Let's do it. The story of Locker Keys. Much was made in Slopemouth of Locker's potential, but when he looked in the mirror, he struggled to find out what it was others saw. Whoa, this is too real. He was wandering the edges of sobriety when a dark crime was committed before his eyes. The memory faded, but he always carried a burr of that day in his throat. Normally, he would have remained impartial in the struggle between good and evil. Truth was, though, he had to earn a living somehow. Okay, so it sounds like I'm a little, I've got a... Maybe I'm distant? Maybe I'm a little mysterious just because of this backstory. I was not wandering on the edge of sobriety. I want to have a little bit of a positive trait in my head. Maybe I've got some integrity. Let's do it. Cool. All right. Let's go. Start. Okay, we're at Stramnet. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. I don't think I'm making it to tomorrow, am I? Right, then I guess this must be the beginning. Here in our yondering country, something in the woods is very strange. Hopeful and happy to see a stormless sky, a young woman named Ella takes the seasonal road to the town of Stramnet. So old Granny wanted a cheese round. There's medicine people can use, red clover. There's medicine people can use, red clover. Then have to remember to buy the hill folk their soap. Unwashed hill folk's good for nobody. Breeze is light that day. Birds are timid. In fact, the whole world is taking a breath, ready to leap in the sea. I'm there already, huh? Here's the hard part. Getting Nori out of bed. Hopefully it's just her in there. And hopefully she's wearing clothes this time, or else. Okay, kind of regretting that she has the same name as my mom. That's Smoke. Fluttering flames roost among the far-off rooftops. Ella hurried towards town, thinking of Nori, a young woman whom she's known since girlhood. Let's make them friends. Nori, you alright? I'll get you out. Just make a little noise. Okay, so I guess I probably won't get the tutorial tips because I've already tried this mission out. But all I have to do, I think, is extinguish these flames. This game is on a grid, so on that first move, I had like green squares to go to, and that is my first action. If I go into yellow squares, it's like a double action, and that ends my turn. So I will have an extinguish here as a single action instead. So we'll extinguish this flame, ends my turn. We'll walk up to this one. We will extinguish this flame. Awesome. And we'll walk up to this door. Because it was a yellow square, that was my whole turn. Open the door. Her house is still standing, at least. Nori, are you hurt? Is there a reason the door's locked? Oh no. Gotta go back. Okay. She doesn't know. Wait. Oh, I accidentally clicked skip. My bad, yo. Gotta go back. Nori shoves it open. Hey, do you not smell the... I smell the smoke. Get inside. Oh, Nora's got a bow. Your bow. Yeah, there's things in the streets. You didn't see any? Like monsters. I don't know. I've got one trapped behind... Guru! Behind the house. Well, staying put's not a plan, sorry to say. Right, so here I've got some tools around. You're stronger than I am. You can swing something pretty good. I bet we can at least drive it off. Okay, we can choose between a pitchfork, a pickaxe, and a frying pan. I don't know if you've played Super Mario RPG, but in Super Mario RPG, Peach uses a frying pan, and it's the best. So let's rock the frying pan. Whatever it is, we can beat it. Just be ready when you open that door. Okay, foe. Roe. Like the salmon. Eggs. Eggs, I think. Is salmon roe eggs? What is caviar? Is that a specific fish's eggs? Clearly, I don't eat a lot of caviar. But, let's go in here. I think I'm just going to stack up on this door. Okay, see this shield here? This is called walling. Walling. Ella is in a defensive formation with an ally and will take reduced damage from attacks. So when your party is adjacent like this, I think they get an attack bonus. So we'll just wait this turn. And Ella is going to open the door. Under these actions, there are these diamonds. If it's a hollow diamond, it's a swift action, so you get a free use per turn. Okay, so it looks like we can't see anybody here. Let's go here. Oh, there's the salmon roe. I think I'll just end my turn there. And Nori will come out here and just wait. Okay. It's too bad that Nori can't get to it yet. Oh no, Ella, that's Ella. But Nori can get there. Let's shoot it. Oh, I should have showed you guys. I'll show you the next time we have a attack opportunity. Okay. So, when you click an attack, right there, 86%, I think that is the chance to hit. And then it says the 5 damage underneath it, and then 15% the stunt, which I think is like a critical hit. Oh, we got a dodge. Okay, there's a cool mechanic in this game called flanking, and I think that was the last thing that I learned before I started this new campaign. I don't know if you guys can see the arrow behind the monster is different than before. And I think that means I get a 100% attack chance. There we go, 3 damage. The salmon roe is defeated. Alright y'all, we're back. Sorry about the edit there. I just had to plug in my laptop. I did not realize it wasn't plugged in. Okay, Ella is now a greenhorn warrior. She gets an ability. I get to choose Stalwart. As a swift action, Ella can enable / disable Stalwart, which gains 3 armor, plus 3 armor and warding. I don't know what warding means, but reduces her speed by half. Untouchable. When Ella gets a kill, the next attack against her within 1 turn will miss. Shield Shear. Once every other turn, as a swift action, Ella shreds 2 of a foe's armor with her weapon. Let's choose... I think I want to mess with Shield Shear. Okay, Nori Cull is now a greenhorn hunter. Ember Arrows. When standing by a blaze, Nori's range attacks have plus... I don't think it's a 0. I think it's some kind of type of damage. Maybe magic. Plus 1 shred and start fires. Fires can't spread onto her. That's cool. Rogue. Every time Nori kills an enemy, she enters Grey Plane for free. Okay, I think Grey Plane is like the invisible kind of trait, so she doesn't get detected by enemies. Ambush. Nori draws back using a ranged attack on the first enemy who enters the threatened tiles, dealing an extra +2 damage. If the shot is not sprung, Nori gets a free attack at the beginning of your next turn. Okay, I think I want to try that. That's like a Overwatch ability, kind of like if you've ever played one of the XCOM games. Tiger Shard Breach, a gem in an ornate setting, +5 melee accuracy, +5 ranged accuracy. Let's give Nori some accuracy. Cool. You're about to get very popular. The creature's death is quiet. It seems to slip from life in a few stunned, hazy blinks. They'll spend a piece of the day getting the flames under control. The damage isn't as bad as it could have been. Townsfolk emerge from hiding to fight fires and clear debris, some full of curiosity, others visibly haunted by what they've seen. We should go. Locker is alone. Sorry, I know you're tired. Me too. But now I worry he might have met something. Locker? He's at that ruined tower by now. It's a long way. Can we leave the town a mess? Others will take care of it, but Locker will be waiting for us. What happened today could be happening everywhere, couldn't it? Something about that tower is just stuck in my mind. It's like when you get apple skin in your teeth. I can feel that analogy. It's unpleasant. Huh? Yeah. Anyway, I just think we said we'd meet him. We should. The tower in the hills. You've been there? Yeah, once. Actually, looking at the tracks. They come and they go. That direction. Ella and Nori follow the pounded path of Mantra's feet, hoping for the best and dreading every other possibility. Okay, Nori and Locker should have a rivalry. A wordless while passes between them, but the quiet only heightens their worry. I know you don't exactly get along with Locker these days. Maybe not, no. You know what it is? It's like today, while we clean up what I'm going to assume was his mess, I bet that wind dodger is up there now, without a care in the world. Alright, find Locker at the old tower. Scout. Let's go. So I don't really know how important the time element of this game is. A lot of things seem to have timers that take days. The previous night, the tower where Locker had arranged to meet Ella and Nori is a place he often used to escape to as a boy. He knows its rooms and floors so well. He could survive being chased through them. And now I wait, I suppose. Dust gets deep as rain puddles in here. Alive is alive. Though better not to be, maybe. If that beast breaks through. Beast? Ah, you're still there. It's a picturesque old tower, perfect for a plot twist. Maybe the boast of some long-dead despot whose name has sunk in the river. But as the old will tell you, precious things go overlooked in a ruin. What lodges amid the bones of failure is often the dream that drove it. That book, why have I never... Quack! Easy there. I guess you're wondering why I'm talking to myself, huh, beast? You know, I was starting to wonder that. I'm also wondering. The book's heavier than its slender spine suggests. Wildermyth. Look at all this. It's full of strange stories. The folklore of folk long forgotten. The Chained Boy gives no great insight. It's the uncomfortable story of a boy shackled to a rock by his parents, who sends his spirit free, moving through the links of the chain that binds him. The Tears of Oak Woman is a weird, rootless tragedy of a woman made of oak who stands on a sea cliff and is eaten by termites as she waits for her driftwood love to wash ashore. The flotsam beauty floats forever past the edge of the incoming tide. I guess these are all just allegories. I don't know. The Stramnut Girl tells of a bright-skinned woman who drew things so feelingly that they began to come true. and she drew circles and circles in a book and eventually fell through. If y'all have ever watched SpongeBob, there's an episode where he has the magic pencil and he draws an evil SpongeBob, and that's what that reminded me of. Locker reaches the last word of the final tall tale. A few blank pages are left. This book, something in him feels like it's coming loose, but he can't tell exactly what. There's room in it for another story. It's cold. I'm stuck here. Right, then I guess this must be the beginning. Here in our yondering country, Locker writes, words are ready. Almonds have formed in the fabric of everything, and he's beginning to recognize them now. Some are just misgivings. They've crept through his body like the sourceless aches one wakes with. Others are more substantial. Now they seem lightning plain, a promise of thunder. For in the wild black woods where birds once belled, a hateful silence churns. Ooh, this pain lights Locker's head. Subsides. I made it some morning? He lowers his bleary eyes. His story lies before him in luminous script. Empty pages have sprouted behind it. Why do I feel powerful? Do I want a spoon or staff? I'm going with the staff. Well, beast, it's time. I'm getting out of here. Rager. Okay. Let's move over here. There's the Rager. Okay, so Locker is a magic user. And something cool in this game is there's this ability called Interfuse. Mingle the mystic's life energy with a blaze or piece of scenery. Interfuse targets, grant vision, and can be used for further purposes. So, you see all these circles that show up when I highlight Interfuse? These are pieces of the world that I can interfuse with. So, I could interfuse with this cooking pot, and it gives me an attack or ability from that pot. So it's Shackle, 1 damage, 4 range. Warp middle into grasping appendages that pin a single enemy for 2 turns. Let's pick something with more damage. 2 damage, 1 shred, 1 pierce. Let's do Barrage. 2 to 4 damage, 5 range. I think that's in 5 range. 2, 3, 4. Barrage. Oh, something I realized is a lot of these interfuse abilities have an AoE, area of effect, but it's not that clear when I hover over the scenery, so I don't know if it's something I'm missing. Oh, the Rager is coming for me. Let's use Splinter Blast. Cool. There we go. Easy peasy. Good job, Locker. Locker Keys is a good name. I'll say it. Okay. Arches. Locker bonds with the earth and summons from seedling and silts a wondrous tree that pins surrounding enemies. That's cool. Elementalist. Advanced interfusions. Fire. Passive does not burn out while interfused. Wood. Active. Splinter Salvo. Liquid. Upgrade. Infernal Rain. Earth Scribe. Advanced interfusions. Passive. Allies may wall with interfused objects. That's pretty cool. Stone. Passive. Grants extra armor, warning, and temporary health. Active. Rock Shield. Bone is the bone wall. Let's go be an elementalist. And I get a Strap of Attunement for 0.7 potency, which adds damage to interfusion attacks. More monsters roam the ruined halls and rattle the rotting furniture. The Locker moves quietly, sensing his way in the dark. Daylight lands on his wrist. Cool wind soothes his tired eyes. All I had to do was the impossible. Not too bad. He closes the tower door, gentle to make no noise. That was the Mystics art that I did. Right, tower? Where'd I get it from? Could it have just happened? Is it just one of those things? Things a man's born with that might blossom in his life when he needs them? Like a superhero? Have y'all watched Invincible? If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend it if you don't care about gore. It's quite upsettingly gory, but I think it was a fantastic show. I think it was on Amazon Prime Video, I think. Only a story is supposed to work that way, and not for someone like me. Locker. But am I a bedtime story now? Am I going to find a talking animal who gives me a quest? Locker, you bunkhead. Hey Locker, something happened? Ah, Ella, yes. Sorry, Nori's voice just bounces off my ear sometimes. Oh, my mom. Ella and I only barely made it. Yeah, see that smoke on the horizon? That's from the town. Yeah, that's Stramnut. It burned? Go! Things are different than they were. Yeah, well, I don't know if you've ever seen something quite like this. A monster? Sure we have. We slay monsters. Okay, well, I do magic. Surprise. Assault wooden nut stone. Let's go. Alright, let's talk about how we get through this. A perfect understanding isn't likely to emerge. What these beasts are, where they came from, what drove them to attack the town of Stramnut. But letting them nest here feels like the wrong idea. Survival's the priority, but is it actually safer to be aggressive? Sure, well... Back at my house it was pretty simple. Kill the beast before it kills you, or... I just came out of there. If we're methodical, patient, we can fend them off at least. Let's be stoic. Alright, y'all. We're going to be fighting a raccoon and a roe. I think these raccoons have ranged attacks, which is kind of dangerous. So, yeah, but that's going to end the first episode of Wildermyth. Please let me know if you like this kind of content. We're just hanging out. I'm not really trying to sell you guys a lot of coffee necessarily through all this content. You know, I'm probably going to be playing this game anyway, so might as well try to share and make a little community of Many Worlds Tavern people. So, yeah, that's episode 1. See ya.